What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime. Appreciate everybody checking in. Make sure I hit that like button, man. Stand on business. On this video right here, man, we got to talk about the issues going around the WNBA. And Angel Reese, she comes out, put out a statement that needed to be said and needed to be stated. And I'm glad she did it. Now, before I get to that, let's break a couple things down. Number one, everybody's complaining about flying commercial, which is a lot more tougher. And when you give one team a charter flight, that gives them an advantage. Whether you agree or not, that does give the team advantage. So you have Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky. And I saw this last week. She posted on social media, as you can see right there, stating that she was hoping that this would be the last time she had to fly commercial. You gotta remember, in college, LSU, those girls was flying charter. They had private jets. It's like they had those NILs was kicking in, bro. It was kicking. They came. The NILs came through like the FEMA check on, or like the stimulus checks. The NILs kicked in like that. So she going from a she going from a charter jet to flying commercial, which is crazy. Now the other girls in WNBA been dealing with that, right? But here's the thing: they're the WNBA is getting ready to process over to a much better league and much better treatment for everybody. Um, they already said that hey, all 12 teams going to be flying charter, right? So they're still struggling with they're still struggling with getting the charter flights for all 12 teams. Only one team has pretty much been flying charter. So you got one team they said and they basically giving one team all the special treatment. And I think that's the biggest issue. And a lot of people gonna look at it like this hate. It's really not hating. That's fair, and that's fair. That's fair right there. That the women feels like they should be. Everybody should have the same treatment as far as flying charter. You know what I'm saying? Nobody asking to get shoe deals. We just talking about, hey, the team should be flying charter. It's a lot more complicated than flying commercial, which is true. So we already had a couple people complain about it. Alicia Clark came out on Twitter. She pretty much called out the commissioner, Kathy Engelberg. She said, "Can we investigate Kathy and her decision on who is allowed to charter and who isn't?" And also, Brittany Skies from the Washington Mystics said she came out the other day. She tweeted, "Charter flights are given to teams with long, complicated travel. Before May 21st, we leave May 20th for LA, but we are not flying charter. DC to LA, 5 hour flight. Indiana to Connecticut, 1.5 hour flight. No shade, just interested and for the she said just interested for the reason." And she tagged WNBA and she tagged the commissioner, Kathy Engelberg, which is fair. And I think that's very fair. I think and I'm watching the commercials. I'm watching how the WNBA, I go on their Twitter account and I'm watching how they marketing the game, how they marketing the league this year. They haven't really done a great job of doing that. We get it, Kayla Clark is Kayla Clark, but I don't think she's the biggest star. I don't believe Kayla Clark is the biggest star. I think she's the most exciting player to watch right now. Everybody wants to watch her. Everybody wants to everybody wants to see her do good in the WNBA, just like me. But for her to only market her, I think it's nonsense. When it comes to when it comes to marketing outside of basketball and basketball, like I understand basketball one part of it, but when it comes to like all around from basketball and fashion and like brand just as a whole, Angel Reese is the biggest star, and yet they're not even marketing her like they supposed to, right? I think they're doing a poor job of doing that. Now they did announce that the ESPN putting Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark on ESPN, the Chicago Sky versus the Indiana Fever. But you gotta market your sport the right way though. Angel Reese is getting it done on the basketball court when a lot of people didn't think she can get it done, leading the WNBA offensive rebounds. She's out here getting damn near double doubles in limited minutes. That's what she had last game and in foul trouble. So she's getting it done too. She's worth it. Asia Wilson's they the NBA champs. They should be getting more market dollars should be pushed behind them. I mean, they back to back champs. They don't get that. So you telling me they don't get any kind of like least some more TV time for us like they should get the most TV time, right? They got the second most TV time, but you would think they should be more talked about more than what they are. You know, you turn on ESPN, you see Caitlin Clark, which I said no problem. We all love Caitlin Clark, right? So, like I said, I don't believe she's the biggest star, and I can prove this right here. If you look at just brand and following, Angel Reese, look at Instagram. Angel Reese got 3.2 million followers. Caitlin Clark got 2.3. You look at the Twitter, you see on Twitter, Caitlin Clark has 356.3 thousand followers on Twitter. Angel Reese has 484. See, that just lets you see 484.3 thousand. That's almost half a million, and that's what that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying you got to market her. I feel like they got to do a better job. And honestly, like I said, Caitlin Clark star, Angel Reese a star too. That's my point I'm trying to make. Did you see how Chicago did media day? They did it dirty, bro. If you see how the whole setup was, they did it dirty. They didn't have a crowd behind them. They don't have five people up in the room. She took it well. She didn't complain. So now the WNBA has another issue, right? Um, Nicola Mo, who was at UConn, got drafted to the Seattle Storm. She, she was having trouble getting a visa. That's why she hasn't been able to play because of she hasn't been able. She was having trouble getting a visa for for the United States, right? Now that she got that done, she's now available to play tomorrow night against the last person she played in college, which is Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese comes out on Twitter, right? She stated, getting Aquila, getting Aquila her visa now. Charter flights are here. Give every team the same publicity because it ain't just one team. Online bullying ain't it at all. And oh, the Chicago Sky are here and on the rise. Angel Reese makes that statement, and she spoke up for Nikila Mo. That need to be said. That need to be said. Everybody got to speak up. Can't be scared to speak up, man. Because on a situation like this, and you got Carrington, she's part of the WNBA players unit. She also spoke up about she's not they not the players are not happy about this situation with the charter flights and other things. You know, Kathy Engelbert. I feel like she might not be the person for the job. Maybe they need to get another commissioner because she has a good product on her hand, but it's all about how you market. And I think I think this is all about everybody wants to see the game move forward in the right direction. But it's still stuck. It's still stuck right now. It's making some movements. It's moving a little bit, slowly moving, right? But it can move faster if she knows how to market the game the right way. She might not be the right commissioner. And a lot of players are letting her have it. A lot of players are spoken that have spoken publicly and behind closed doors about Kathy Engelberg may not be the right person for the job. So we'll see how this season process. Y'all let me know, child. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. St. Reese got a point. Get in the conversation, light it up.